Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another amazing stream tonight. And we are here today to talk about a lot of future events that's going on tomorrow, starting next year. Welcome to the year and event of streaming. I am so sorry that I'm streaming this at 1:22 a.m. in the morning, but to my viewers that actually everywhere else across the world where you could see this, welcome to this morning's stream. It's nothing crazy, it's nothing interesting, it's nothing high tech and all that shit. Sadly, this is gonna be the last stream of the year 2024. I've done pretty good this year with gaming because I did play amazing games like Rise of the Ronin. Stellar Blade. I love Astrobot to death. So I finally got the trophy. I pre-ordered the Funko for Astrobot, which is coming in next year. I have enjoyed a lot of other games. A little bit of Horizon here, a little bit of Last of Us. But I'm here today to explain little updates, little stuff that's going on, and a lot of other things that's going on in the stream, the channel. So first things first, I finally, with the new motherboard and everything that I got hooked up, everything is hooked up now, which is gonna be, and with the new desk space, I'm now bringing in the first thing we're doing. I'm going back to drawing digitally and not digitally. I'm gonna spend some time learning to sketch back again, draw again, and do a lot of other stuff. Hopefully this year I could actually go the whole 365 days with at least maybe an hour, 2 hours of drawing. Sadly, I don't know if streams are gonna be consistent, because if overtime calls, I gotta do overtime. I gotta do a lot of work. Work is a priority, but I do love streaming. So even if I pull off 1 hour, 2 hours, I will still stream. Guys, believe my Christmas was great. Hope everybody's Christmas was amazing. But I have new content that I think I've decided on what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This year I started little project Lego. So I built I have 3 of these cars. This Mercedes, an F1 car, and a Lamborghini Aventador. I think this is an Aventador. No, this is a different Lamborghini. It's a latch or something like that. I don't know. It's a Lambo. So I got these, but brother has gracefully given us a great power hand that I think I'm gonna build on stream. This is a 2800 piece set of the Mighty Bowser from Super Mario. So I was debating heavily if I should stream it or not, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna stream it. I'm gonna stream the whole build. I don't know. I've got to get the whole back cleaned up, and once the whole back is cleaned up and I get a small table, we're gonna start building Bowser, the Mighty Bowser, King of Koopas. And after building the Mighty Bowser, we've got another build to go through, and that is this crazy ass set that was given to me by my brother. The Nightmare Before Christmas set. This is a 21,300. No, this is a 2,193 piece set. Compared to the Bowser, this is pretty small compared to the Bowser. I'm deciding I'm gonna do the King of Koopas first. And we're gonna be building it live on stream. So I think what I'm gonna do is put creative on it, so it's gonna be more of a creative stream and a lot of people to enjoy. A lot of stuff that's going on too with the channel. I'm making myself a pact. Hopefully with another VTuber, Big Sis, and any other person out there who really wants to make this pack as well. I'm making a pact where I'm going to now finish off every game that I have started. So Horizon Zero Dawn is gonna get finished next year, and Last of Us is gonna get finished next year. When don't know, I'm gonna actually start putting in hours, clocking in hours. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver was definitely gonna get finished. I love that game. I seriously enjoyed my whole playthrough of the Legacy. I'm enjoying my gameplay of the Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Although there's finicky stuff in it, I am enjoying my playthrough, and I feel like it is a great remaster of a game. But I think honestly also the stream tab also said I have 10 games of this year, so I'm actually gonna run it down for the top 10 games. I was thinking really hard on it, but my top 5 has to go to Tekken 8, Stellar Blade as number no, not Stellar Blade. Honestly, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be Tekken 8, Stellar Blade, God of War Ragnarok, Rise of the Ronin, and Astro Bot. Because Tekken 8 actually beat out, I'm gonna say, and if we're going 10 to 6, no, you know what? Here's my top 8. Okay? Here's my top 5. We're gonna go straight up all stories. I would say Tekken 8 is number 1. I would actually put Stellar Blade would still stay at number 4 because I think Stellar Blade is awesome. Number 3 would actually go to it would actually go to Astro Bot. I would give it to Astro Bot. Number 3 would actually go to Rise of the Ronin. Number 2 would go to Astro Bot, and number 1 would go to Final Fantasy 16. Right now, I'm Final Fantasy 16 biased. I love the game. It is great. It's 100% amazing, and I just every moment that I have spent with it has been there. The reason why I'm putting Astro Bot, I think I put Astro Bot at number 2. The reason why I put Astro Bot at number 2, it is just a fresh breath of air with platforming and understanding secrets and stuff like that. It is, and a lot of music and stuff was so good. But next day what I'm planning to do though, I want to finish off most of these games because I got a couple more games I want to start playing. One of them, I actually want to start playing the I actually want to go back to playing the Yakuza series, Yakuza Kiwami, Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami, and Yakuza Kiwami 2. I want to start playing Yakuza games because I think Yakuza games is interesting. I really want to do a live stream of Ghost of Tsushima. Now that I have the ability to dual stream, I'm going to really put this to the max. I'm going to start dual streaming Ghost of Tsushima. I'm going to start streaming the Jedi games. I might restart the Jedi game because the lighting was so weird and everything is so weird, so I'm gonna restart the Jedi game, Fallen Order. I'm gonna actually be streaming Black Myth Wukong because I finally got my physical copy of the game. Physical copy of Black Myth Wukong, that is coming up, and I'm also going to be streaming a lot more games. Tonight, sadly, it's not going to be a stream night. It's going to be more like a composition night and explain to you guys a lot of what's going to happen. Starting February, though, I want to try and get most of these games done by January, or a good portion of it, because by the time February hits, most of this channel is going to be Monster Hunter heavy, which means I'm going to be doing a lot of Monster Hunter streams, whether it's with friends or not friends, or whether it's going to be myself or not. I'm going to be just heavily playing Monster Hunter. The goal I got for myself too, I might buy myself a mini fridge. I might buy myself a low voltage, low wattage mini fridge where I could just store stuff in there. Might, I don't know for sure. But yeah, so a lot of stuff happened. I actually was build crazy I might do a Gundam live. If you guys really want to see Gundams, me building some Gundams, I could actually do one live. This is actually one that I built. He's transformed because I'm leaving his ass transformed. But I built the unicorn from, I don't know where this unicorn is from. Let me see where the unicorn Gundam is from, but I built it. I actually loved it, and I really was looking into this one, and I was like, you know what, I will build a unicorn Gundam. Something interesting that happened this year though, let me see, where is it? I think this is from RX. Okay, RX Unicorn Gundam is one of the playable no, what the hell? Man, Kiss? I don't know which Gundam that this is from. And I bet you I have 1,000 other shit open. Yeah. This is not ending well. Okay, I got a lot of tabs open, I think. So we're gonna close most of this stuff down. I got streaming open, I got this open, I got that open. I got YouTube Studio open. It's nothing like that crazy stuff. I gotta watch how much tabs I got open. But I've got that. I bought Buckshot Roulette, which we're gonna be doing a Buckshot stream sooner or later. Let me see something. If I could actually fix most of this stuff, I could get a lot of PC games streamed out. I did a lot of interesting stuff. Oh wait, I think there was free games today. Any interesting free games? Ox Must Die. I'll get it for the hell of it. I totally forgot that these guys do a lot of these guys at Epic Games do a lot of streams, a lot of holding for games. But yeah. So yeah, that's in my library. So I actually will be doing a stream of damn, there's a lot of games that I could play. I'd like to do streams. Oh, I gotta do the Death Stranding stream. I got Ghostwire Tokyo for PlayStation, so I'm gonna be doing a stream of that. I'm gonna be streaming not Star Rail. I got the Tomb Raider collection with Tomb Raider, Shadow Tomb Raider, Rise of Tomb Raider, which I'm gonna be playing. I got both the Doom games, which I'm gonna be playing. I've got a lot of games to play. I got Shenmue 3 on my PC, which I'll be playing. I want to see if I have, because I know I have this game. Okay, yeah. So I got Ghost Runner 1 for my PC. So I'm gonna be playing Ghost Runner 1 on my PC. Ghost Runner 2 I got on my PlayStation. So I'm gonna be playing Ghost Runner 1 on my PC. Ghost Runner 2 is gonna be on my PlayStation. I got a lot of games on my PlayStation. Let me see something. And I got a lot of Switch games as well, which I'm gonna start playing a lot of. I'm gonna be giving my Switch some time this year too. because I don't think my Switch playtime is up there, and I've been like lacking on a lot of stuff for my Switch. It's been crazy this year. Like, I just got the job, I just settled down, and I'm gonna let you guys know in a little detail on my job. I am not like, the job I have is not a stable job. Now, what I mean by stable is I will be moved around a lot. That's the biggest problem that I have. So every year you might not see me. Let's say if this year I did Saturday and Sunday, the next year I might be something else, and it'll be like a Monday, Tuesday you see me, or Wednesday, Thursday. There's a lot of things that goes on with the job. Now, if you do see me those days, awesome, and I will announce it on stream. But yeah, like, well, I see this year has been fun. I actually got Fatal Frame. Oh yeah, well, let's start off my top with my 10 to 8, 10 to 5. Honestly, I haven't even think. Number 10 is, all these games are great games, by the way. So, in my opinion, they're great games. So, honestly, number 10 game that I finished, I'm gonna look it up right now. Because I did do a lot of stuff, and thanks to the collections, I could actually see when most of the stuff was streamed. Yeah, so going up to, yeah, I did a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna just say it like this. Just because I played 3 fighting games and I did do the story for one of them, I'm gonna say it. Mortal Kombat Act 1 ends up being my top 10, my number 10. Although I said it's great games, that was a good game when it came out. It ended up being dog shit after a while. And no offense to you, Warner Brothers, that game, y'all should have put a lot more time and effort into the game. I kind of really wish that y'all put more effort into the game, because it was really a good game. Honestly, in my opinion, it was a really good game. But after a while, with all the waiting for characters and stuff, I didn't want to deal with it no more. I was like, yeah, I'm done with this shit. And I just tossed it. Let me see something else. Let me see my playlist, because I know I have some Kane, Stellar Blade, yeah. I will say, let's go to view my channel, because I think I might have some custom playlist. I will say that for my number 9. My number 9 has to go to Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I really enjoyed that game. I think it was cool. Everything about it was awesome, and I really love it. It was great, and I really loved it. I would considerably go back to it and just play more of it to enjoy it. It's like I would say it's like a knockoff Castlevania game, I think. I don't really know for sure, but I say I enjoyed it. I seriously enjoyed it. It was really good. It was a really good game, to be honest. It wasn't that bad, honestly. That's my number 9. Number 8 has to go to, I'm gonna give it to Lollipop Chainsaw Repop. You know what? No. Number 8, we're just doing a dual number 8, alright? We're doing dual number 8s, okay? Number 8 is basically Lollipop Chainsaw for the PS3 and Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, because I'm just gonna be judging both of them. Now, Lollipop Chainsaw, was an amazing game. I loved it. It was great, 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 and it was 100% awesome. Problem is that they have a lot of copyright music, so most of my YouTube stream was dying because of copyright infringement that they were pulling off with the streams. But I will say, besides music issue, I really love the game. I really love the combat. Everything was good. And Repop just took the formula for Lollipop Chainsaw, changed nothing, and a lot of people feel insulted when I say it. They changed nothing to the formula except make it vibrant, more vibrant and colorful, more streamer friendly, but also giving people the accessibility and DLC costumes that they required. I think it was a really, really good thing. I think it was perfect for this generation of gamers. I think it was a beautiful bliss of amazingness. So that's my number 8. The other 2 ranks higher. My number... No, you know what? I'ma just say, because I played a lot of games, and honestly, I think Mortal Kombat, I'm sorry, it doesn't belong in the list. So I'd rather put God of War Ragnarok as my number 10, because these are the 10 best games that I played for these 2 years. So Mortal Kombat being number 10, well, not Mortal Kombat. Damn, this is like a hard list. To put God of War as number 10, I would say I'll put Lollipop Chainsaw as number 10. I would... What did I say I'd keep as number 9? What was my number 9? My number 9... Yeah, I think honestly I'm gonna say... Did I stream this? Yeah, this was something I streamed. So I published this, I think. Which means this game was published in 2023. But I think this game Violet came out in 22, so we're not adding that. To be frank, I'm gonna give... Okay, so I'm putting God of War as number 10 because God of War is great, and although God of War is great and it has a lot of great features to it, okay, this is my list. Alright, I think I got my list right now. Alright, I think I got my list. This is gonna be the official top 10 list that I'm gonna be talking about right now, because it's crazy how I played so much games this year compared to other years. So number 10, let's get it out of the way. I'm gonna put Lollipop Chainsaw at number 10 because it really kind of had a story which was great, but it didn't have that much of in-depth story. But I will say the combat is good, the music is great, everything about the game was great. Both the Lollipop Chainsaws is good, and Repop actually kept the formula for the original Lollipop Chainsaw and added blend of spice, which I enjoy a lot more of. Number 8, I'm gonna keep number 9 as Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. It is an interesting Castlevania game. I like it. The story was good. Gameplay was good, combat was good, everything was good. I loved it. Number 7, I'm putting as Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5 is number 7 because... No, not Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 6 is at number 7. I really love Street Fighter 6. It was... Actually, to be honest, after playing 5 and playing open beta for 6. My brain was only on Street Fighter 6 for the longest while. I played a lot of 6 before I sadly dropped it. I think 6 was an amazing game. The colors, the vibrant moods, everything was so good about the game. And it's like now they had a lot of systems implemented into the game. So they gave you like original Street Fighter mechanics, but then they added a focus meter, which is like EX meter and stuff, which you have to like play games with it. I think it's called the rush meter. I forgot all about it, but it was a cool mechanic, and I think it was great. The accessibility to put in modern mode, so people who are, let's say, are Zangief mains, who want to like say main Zangief, main Guile, main a lot of these characters, they can actually main them and not have a problem. Arcade was really good. The online was good too. I kind of still wish that they would have went back to the Street Fighter 4 arcade style of stuff, where when you find a match, it gives you the opportunity to like play a character. I really do hope for the best for Street Fighter 6, because I know they brought out Mai and Terry, and they brought out Elena that's coming out next year, and a couple more characters. Yeah, so that's my number 8. Number 7 is actually a 3-way. Is gonna be a 2-way tie, I would say, between well, a 3-way tie. No, it's a 2-way tie. So the 2-way tie is basically Spider-Man 2 and, well, I'm gonna just give it straight to thing, because I don't even count Miles Morales as a game. It just felt like an add-on to the DLC to the original Spider-Man. So I'm gonna give it to basically Spider-Man 2 for my number 7. My number 7 spot, my number 7 spot is going to Spider-Man 2. I think it was a great game. I think it was amazing. They really portrayed the part with Miles taking over as the lead Spider-Man role really good. The story was in depth, and oh my goodness, bringing Venom into this story was like the cream of the crop. I would say though, sadly, it was lacklustering, because the only 2 villains that was really the main villains of the game was Kraven the Hunter and Venom, because it's like, and the sad thing about it is that I looked and when I looked at the game, I was like really disappointed now, because you basically killed off a good majority of the cast. So there is no Sinister. So the easiest thing about it is that now Marvel don't have a Sinister Six to run off of, because Kraven killed off the main characters of the Sinister Six. All you have left is Octavius. I mean, you could put Lizard. Venom is dead. But Venom can't even be a Sinister Six member. I don't know if they killed off Rhino. I know Electro's dead. I know Shocker's dead. I know Vulture's dead. Scorpion died. Mr. Negative lost his powers. So it's now trailer trash, pieces of shit, because all you have now is Octavius. And I mean, now you get Silk. You're gonna have Silk play a part in the new Spider-Man. But you have Silk playing a part in Spider-Man. It might be playing a part in Spider-Man 3. But then you also have Green Goblin. Like the minute that Green Goblin actually entered the room and you saw the G-Serum, you know it was go time. And I think it was pretty good. I think it was a cool ass feature that they added into the game. into the end of the story. We know Octavius is coming. His ass is definitely coming back in the future. It's written in the story to me that I feel like Octavius might come back. Kraven is dead, so you can't add Kraven as a Sinister Six member. But then it's like to say that like Cancer drove his whole ambition to finding the thing was basically Cancer. Like, I don't know much about Kraven the Hunter, but I feel his story could have benefited a little bit more. And I know the route they went, I guess it's a little bit weird of a route. I know Carnage, Cletus Cassidy is in the game, so we might, because although they said it destroyed all the symbiotes, we kind of don't know how strong that containment glass was that held the symbiote that would hopefully be Carnage in Spider-Man 3. I think, though, I will say that if anything, I'd rather Peter play a Bruce Wayne role. Compared to the role he played here, which honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I kind of didn't like the role he played. Like, I mean, I respect it and I respect the decision that they made, but I didn't like the role that he played. The role that he played was too generic. Like, they basically was giving him off a lot of charge. He's passing the charge to Miles Morales, which is respectful. And I'm not gonna lie, I do like the new Miles suit, but bro, please get rid of those damn Adidas. Please. In the next update, I do not want to see Adidas sneakers. I do not want to see him rocking Adidas sneakers. But the one thing that controversially gave everybody too is that people deadass was walking up to Miles saying that he's not a Spider-Man. And I think that was like my biggest controversy of that year. Because I feel like Spider-Man, till this day, Spider-Man is like Green Lantern or Batman, or Flash. It feels like a title. Or Dr. Fate, it feels like a title. Like, no offense, people could jump to me right now and tell me that I'm an asshole for saying this shit, but it's true. Look how much people Nabu controlled as Dr. Fate. It sounds like a title. You have to be worthy to be Dr. Fate. Like, Batman. Bruce Wayne was old in Batman Beyond, but Terry McGinnis stole the suit to become Batman. And Terry has been proving himself. When I was watching Batman Beyond, I really loved it because it showed that Terry was continuously proving himself to be Batman, which was basically making the same mistakes that Batman was, but improving on them. 1, 2, he was fighting a lot of criminals and stuff and doing normal stuff. Which was great. Green Lantern is also a title because you just have to be worthy of the ring. Like, look at this. People would say, okay, like, look at Earth. Earth in the DC universe might have 1 billion Green Lanterns that we don't know about. Because now there's I'm not gonna be messed up, but I'm gonna look for the name. Katsuma 2 Stewart is a female Green Lantern from Earth. Then you have Jessica Cruz, which I think is the latest Green Lantern. I don't know for certain. I think Jessica Cruz is the latest Green Lantern. But you have Jessica Cruz as a Green Lantern. You have Katma as a Green Lantern of Earth. You have Guy Gardner. You have Hal Jordan. You have John Stewart. You have a billion Kyle Rayner. You've got a shit ton of Green Lanterns. Like, I think they said. Like there's a shit ton of Green Lanterns. Not even starting with the first Green Lantern. I know this is being sidetracked and shit, but honestly, I just think that Spider-Man being a title is like normal. I consider Miles Morales as a Spider-Man. I mean, if he wants to change if they change his name to be something cooler, that'd be cool too. But I just feel Spider-Man is a title. Continuing on to number 6. And I'm gonna say we got like a tie right now. We've got like a 2 to 3 way tie, which is very funny and hilarious, knowing that this tie is weird as shit. Okay, for number 3, for my number 6, before we get to number 5, I will say the 3-way tie is. Let me see if I remember it. I'm gonna say, because this is the best games that I've played, I'm gonna say Alan Wake Remastered, God of War Ragnarok, and Hogwarts Legacy are my top 6 3 best games that I've played. I've enjoyed all 3 of them. I have loved all 3 of them. I'm gonna continue doing my full playthrough and exploring everything of God of War Ragnarok. I re-downloaded the game when I got my 4TB hard drive installed into PS5. But I enjoyed the ever-living shit out of God of War Ragnarok. The story put me through emotions. The story put me through the ringer. I was going through the hell of it all. I think it was great. I think it was amazing. The game was just great in so many ways, and I loved it. Hogwarts Legacy felt like a breath of fresh air, and I know a lot of people is gonna just hate me for this list, but I'm gonna just say it. Hogwarts Legacy is my number 6 because of the fact that this was a game that I think before the bullshit of J.K. Rowling, this was a Hogwarts game that everybody must have been wanting. And whoever says they didn't want it, I'm sorry to tell you this. I hope you was taught. I hope you're keeping your word that you didn't want this when you was a kid. You know, sitting down there playing the original Harry Potters, playing Lego Harry Potters before all the J.K. Rowling nonsense that happened. Which, honestly, still looking for proof of all that shit. I mean, yeah, she did do some really messed up remarks and shit. I'm still looking for the other shit that people say that happens. And if anybody decides that they want to link me, you could always whisper me on Twitch of all the links that's going crazy, all the stuff that's going on. I wouldn't even call it controversies because I haven't seen anything. You could whisper me all the shit that's going on. But I say Hogwarts Legacy is like one of the greatest games. It is taking place before the Harry Potter franchise. It's taking place before everything. I think having the goblins show off why the goblins can't use magic and stuff is great. Having Ranrock as a villain was amazing. Honestly, it was great. It put me in some of the same emotional roller coaster as God of War, but God of War Ragnarok really teared my ass up with emotions. It teared my ass up. Like, I was in a corner. I was crying. I was pissed. I was everything, man. I seriously lost my whole sanity playing that game, and it was like the greatest thing that ever happened. Like, I think it was one of the best God of Wars that one of the best God of War, but I still would prefer God of War, the 2018 God of War reboot, because it was great. What did I say was my number 6? Man, I don't remember what my 3-way tie was. I know it was God of War. It was Hogwarts Legacy. Oh yeah, Alan Wake. Alan Wake was another one that I played and I really enjoyed too. I think Alan Wake was great. Alan Wake was an amazing. It was great, and I'm ready for Alan Wake 2. I'm 100% ready. I'm 100% for sure going to make sure that Alan Wake 2 is one of the games that I'm playing this year. Next to Silent Hill 2, next to RE4, next to every other game that's horror game might be coming out this year. That is like number one on my Billboard chart that I'm going to play the shit out of. Alan Wake 2, Alan Wake 1 was amazing. I loved it. It was great. It had so much interesting features in it, and it was one of these survival games that I really put my time and effort into. Learning survival, learning to be a horror buff is kind of hard, because I did come out of the realm of playing. I came out of the realm of playing like Elden Ring, Monster Hunter, a lot of these games where, you know, you don't really have to look for items. But when I started playing Resident Evil 8, I started enjoying it. I started getting more and more into the horror buff scenes of everything, you know. Understanding like, oh, if you see like 10 enemies here, don't waste your ammo on like all 10 enemies. If you see like 11 enemies here, don't waste your ammo on all these 11 enemies. Shit like that, you know. So yeah, so it's a lot of craziness that went on with those games, and I love it. I love the Alan Wake franchise. It was really, the Alan Wake 1, it was really great. Music was great, everything was great, and I loved it. It was, and everything coming to life. And the minute he said, yeah, I took everything that I had from the guy who wrote like Misery and stuff. Let me see. You can see this is the sad thing about it. Misery. I think this is let me see. The Shining. Who made The Shining? Who made The Shining? Shining. Stephen King, yeah. So the minute he mentioned Stephen King being on like one of his novels and why he wrote the story, I think it's crazy. But then again, I think it's really crazy that, you know, you get this influence that now you have to type and you have to write and you have to ding, and more and more you play the game, you realize, oh my gosh, I'm in the story that he wrote, so I'm stuck here. So it's like, yeah, you know, the only way that I could do this is to basically rewrite history so my wife could escape, but I get stuck there forever, which is going to be the continuation of Alan Wake 2, which I think is really great. My brother said it was a great sequel. He ain't spoiling nothing for me, which again, you guys really have to thank his ass for not spoiling shit, because he's not, like, when I tell him, yeah, I'm gonna be playing this game soon, like sometimes I tell them all the time, I say, yeah, like when they told me the trilogy for the last three Star Wars with like Kylo Ren in them, I just told them to spoil the shit for me, because I'm not even gonna be interested in those shits, because I heard all of them was ass. But when it comes to like most of the stuff that I play, like let's say I played Death Stranding 1 and now I'm like, okay, I'm going into Death Stranding 2, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, don't spoil Death Stranding. Like let's say I want to play Death Stranding 2, my brother played Death Stranding, he's like, oh gosh, but he will give me tips and stuff. That's why I'm gonna be starting playing Doom before I play Doom Eternal. I have to download Doom Eternal. That's another game I have to download. But I was telling him one day, I said, yeah, I got Doom Eternal. I'm gonna play it. He looked at me dead in my face and said, no, you're not playing Doom Eternal. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm ready to play Doom Eternal. He's like, did you play the first Doom? No. You gotta play the first Doom to understand what's going on in Doom Eternal. So I'm like, okay, shit. I gotta play Doom to understand what's going on in Doom Eternal, and then that's gonna be another game that's gonna be played. So You're gonna see Doom. You're gonna see Doom Eternal. I'm gonna get ready for Doom Dark Ages. Might be coming out this year. I don't know. We ain't heard nothing about it. But yeah, like Death Stranding's gonna be another game that I'm gonna play, and Alan Wake 2. I'm ready to play. Alan Wake 2. It is one of those games that I'm hyped for. I'm ready for. It is great. I'm 100% sure that I'm gonna enjoy it. But those my number 6. My number 5 spot is going to Stellar Blade. I know a lot of people is gonna be screaming Guna game. I'm only in it for Eve because of her fine ass body and all this other etc. bullshit. But let me tell you something. Stellar Blade had an amazing soundtrack, had some good combat, had a lot of good shit with it, okay? I respect Stellar Blade as a game, and honestly, I respect the creators of it because I know Shift Up wasn't gonna be playing this bullshit ass game where they're gonna try and censor shit. It's hard to censor a game made by Shift Up. Trust me. You wanna know how? You wanna know why it's hard to censor a game made by Shift Up? Because this exists. Let it load. Yeah, you guys can see my my screen. But let it load. Let it load. Let it load. What's this? What's this loading up? Oh, yeah. If you guys ever played this shit, you understand why is it so hard to censor the game. But I'm not in it for Eve. I'm not in it for Taki. I'm not in it for Raven. Although they're all hot. Totally 100% smash. Especially Raven. But then I think Adam got to her before me. Adam got to her because she ended up being batshit insane. But I would say Stellar Blade is actually a really good game. I like the soundtrack. I like the OST. I love the trial exploration. I feel like they're building up for Stellar Blade 2. The reason why it's number 5 and not like higher, I was hoping to see more weapons in the game. I was hoping to like get rid of like, let's say, Eve's sword. Like, let's say I was hoping for like a Metal Gear Rising type thing. Where it's like, oh, okay, cool. You know, you give up Eve's sword and then like, let's say you could keep Taki's sword as Taki mode. For Taki mode, but as I say, you just trade it in for Raven's sword or something like that. I was hoping for more out of the game. Or like, let's say the boss with the giant ass hammer. I was hoping that I could take that hammer for myself. It's really a great, it really lacks a lot of stuff. I will continuously be a broken record and say, but though for a mobile developer for its game, it was great. I think it was awesome. The story was was on and off. I think the story was good. It wasn't like 9 out of 10. More like an 8. Combat was really a 9 out of 10. And also music was just out there as well. I loved it. It was great. Number 4, I'm giving my number 4 spot to Tekken 8 because it is dope. It is 100% the greatest thing that ever came out since sliced bread. I loved it. It was great. It was put into a lot of love and care. Harada definitely took Tekken 7 and just crushed it to make Tekken 8. I had a lot of beef with 7. I did not like 7, and knowing that I did not have June, and 7 was not my way to go. It was basically like I had to learn new characters, and that was like 7. When I started playing 7 seriously, I started learning 7 more, and then it helped me somewhat in 8. But when 8 came back with June, I really put more time, money, and effort into 8. I still have to go finish off the Battle Pass, so I'm gonna actually be doing Battle Pass stuff on 8. But I think it was one of the greatest Tekkens that I've ever played. Tekken Tag, if I were to rank it, I would rank it at least 3rd of the Tekkens. Tag 2 is still my number 1 favorite Tekken. I actually did went back to buy Prologue because I actually want to keep a copy of Prologue with me because it had Tekken tagged, and I think Tekken Tag was an interesting game. And Tekken 7 is number 3. I really wish Eliza would come back though. I'm really hoping that Namco and Harada could sit down and try to figure out Eliza's playstyle. I'm praying that she comes back into like as a DLC character because I really love Eliza. And I think honestly, because I feel like they made her so much of a Shoto like Akuma, it's kind of gonna be hard to create her own moveset. But I kind of would love to see her come back into the game. My number 3. My number 3 is going to be The Rise of the Ronin. The Rise of the Ronin is taking my number 3 spot. I'm sorry, Rise of the Ronin, you're taking my number 3 spot. This game got completely 100%. I am not going to scream. I will scream into the skies. This game got 100% hold for game of like any category of this year. It wasn't even nominated for a category, and this was like one of Sony's greatest samurai games. I'm still going off the hatred in my blood that will always be like biased and say, yeah, it's because of stupid ass Assassin's Creed, what is it? Assassin's Creed. What's the next Assassin's Creed? Assassin's Creed Shadows. I think I'm gonna say I think it's because of Assassin's Creed Shadows that this game did not get the hype it needed. It did not get the hype it needed, and I feel like if anybody were to come to me and say, yo, Cyber, what's a good samurai game that you would play for the PlayStation, I'ma just say it straight up. If you really want to play a game and you really want to enjoy yourself, I will say 100% go play as Rise of the Ronin. I think it'll be a lot of people's cup of tea, and to be honest, I'm not gonna lie with y'all, I've never played a game in my life where I could create a character, create a twin blade, and actually go through a lot of hell and emotion. I've even platinumed that game. That's how good I feel about Rise of the Ronin. I felt like the game was great. But on to my number 2, and I'm gonna just say it straight up. Yes, my number 2 is the Game of the Year nominated beautiful game, Astrobot. I have nothing more to say about this game. This game is great. This game is amazing. This game is a breath of fresh air. And you know what's the sad thing about this game? $60. $60, 8 hours, maybe 20 hours of amazing gameplay, amazing stuff. I have loved this game. I think this game is 100% worth Game of the Year. It is one of the it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind. I feel like a lot of these Souls-like games that's coming out is really getting annoying. It's really getting annoying to the point where I just don't want to play these Souls-like games anymore. I mean, I still want to play Lies of P. I still love Code Vein. I still like Lies of P. I definitely am gonna play Black Myth Wukong next year, cause GameStop had great copy GameStop had the physical copy of Black Myth Wukong, and I didn't buy the game digitally because I wanted a physical copy of Black Myth Wukong. And I know it's gonna be thing, but I wouldn't even be mad if Black Myth Wukong would have won Game of the Year. To me, it was either one of these two games. Cause no offense, Final Fantasy 14 is great. Didn't see it winning Game of the Year. What was the Game of the Year nominees though? Let me see. '24 nominees. Let's see. It was Metaphor, Black Myth Wukong, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Elden Ring, Shadows of the Old Tree, Baltuo, and Astrobot. Honestly, I wouldn't have minded if one of these two games would have won. If Black Myth Wukong would have won, I wouldn't have minded. If Astrobot would have won, I would have been. I'm just happy and hyped. They're both great games. Because Astrobot is a breath of fresh air. It is 100% different than a lot of other games. I think it is worth the Game of the Year spot. And for $60, you can't go bad. Black Myth Wukong is a great game. I appreciate it. I basically didn't see nothing about the game, and I'm going to start playing it next year. That's one of the games that we're going to be starting playing next year, and I think it's great. But my last one, my number one game, my number one great game of this year, I'm going to have to play the music. I'm going to have to say it. My number one great game of the year. I think it's raining outside. My number one great game of the year is definitely Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16 is a number one breath. It was the biggest breath of fresh air that I ever expected in a Final Fantasy game. They really sat down there and made an action style Final Fantasy game that I really loved, and it was really amazing. So a lot of people who don't know, I actually streamed the entire game on my YouTube channel. Streamed half of it on my thing, but I think 100% it was 100% worth it. It was great. It had everything. Oh my gosh, the icons was great. The combat was great. The story was there. Music was great. I loved it. I loved it. It was just everywhere. And I loved every minute of it. And if I had a chance to go back and play Final Fantasy 16 again and thing, I would. And we also have the DLC to go through. So we have the Rising Side DLC, the other DLC to go through. I am hyped for next year to actually buy those DLCs, to actually enjoy them. This is actually a game that I actually saved for Battle Number 16 because Final Fantasy 16 was 100% great. Final Fantasy 16 brought a lot of potential, a lot of stuff. And I will say a lot of stuff that that it did. It really took a lot out of Final Fantasy to bring this stuff. It was so popular and still is till this day, in my opinion, that they really done a lot of stuff to it. I think Final Fantasy 16 definitely takes the cake for being one of the best Final Fantasy games, but I can't rank it over games like 7, maybe 15, because I haven't played 15. I actually do want to play 15. I actually have all the 13s, which I'm going to be doing a live stream of, but a lot of stuff with 16 that I love. It's just here, the emotions, the characters, everything, and it's just like, as I see it, it's like a big G30 war. It's just basically, yeah, if you have this icon, you're basically strong as shit. Problem is, there was only two strong ass icons. It was Odin and it was Bahamut. I mean, Titan Lost was there, it was great. Sid was an amazing character, too bad he died. But I felt a lot of things when Sid died, because I was like, nah, Sid was just a legend. But we had a lot of people to fight. We had Jakun to fight, and then it introduced us to the bearers, which is like, bearers like get something marked on them, like a feather or something marked on them to show that they're a bearer. Which is basically, you're basically scum of the earth. But I really love the implement of it. That's another game I felt like it was attacked by a lot of BS too. But it's my number one game of the year because of the fact that It's my #1 game because it's just great. But anyway, I think it was really good. I think it was great. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff coming up next year. We have a lot of crap that's coming up next year. Honestly, I hope you guys enjoy your New Year's. I hope you guys have a lot of New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution is definitely to play through all these games that I have. And we have a library of games. I'm getting back in my training octo for Crash Nitro Fuel Racing because I'm actually gonna get the platinum for that game too. Monster Hunter Wilds is definitely gonna be a game that we're gonna enjoy. Monster Hunter, and we're getting back into Tekken. Really soon we're getting back into Tekken. I really want Tekken to come back. I ended up this year with 10 Ryu, which is a good ass rank for me. I was happy with my 10 Ryu rank. So we're gonna be doing Tekken next year. A lot of Tekken. We're gonna be building up Tekken. We're gonna be enjoying Tekken. A lot of stuff. I got Fatal Frame, both Fatal Frames for PlayStation as well that we're gonna play. We got a lot of shit to enjoy this year. I gotta get all the side Koopas. I think it just told me that sadly the first side Koopa is locked behind paywall, which I think Fusion Time might be the first like Koopa. It's like Koopa. I gotta see the side Koopa games in thing. But yeah, we're definitely gonna be playing a lot of games in the future. We're definitely gonna be enjoying ourselves. Guys, I actually want to say something very, very important. Thank you guys for an amazing year. I know I haven't been on par with streaming and overtime has been killing me and stuff, and I haven't been on par with my uploads and everything. But I think what we're gonna be doing next year is we're going to be playing a lot of different games next year. We're gonna be playing a lot of different games. I'm gonna be uploading a lot of games. I'm gonna be going back and finishing some games too. So next year we have a lot of stuff to enjoy. We're definitely be enjoying a lot of stuff. I appreciate every last one of you. I built up a lot of viewers this year. I built up a lot of followers this year. And with the new power to dual stream, everybody that can't even access YouTube because it's a pain in the ass could now enter Twitch. I'm gonna start playing a lot of games on Twitch. I'm gonna start playing a lot of games on YouTube. I'm gonna start enjoying myself a lot more. It's just hell, and I've basically I'm scraping 193 videos. I actually hope next year I can make it to like 300 videos, whether it be live streams, whether it be Tekken fights, whether it be all that other crap. I'm hoping that we could actually make it together. So guys, honestly, I guess this is the end of the stream today, but I hope you guys enjoy everything. This year has been a great year. This year has been nothing but filled with adventure, madness, and surprises that at every corner. And next year, we're coming back stronger than ever. I actually do want to show off one last thing, that my sister was graciously thankful to get me. So the prototype is accessible. Next year, we're actually going to be building this thing better now. I'm waiting for the new graphics card to come out so I could actually finish off the build. But whatchamacallit? Yeah. So I'm gonna just show you guys it. weird. Oh, it's not working. Oh no, it's not working. See if it works. Yeah, so as you can see there, there's one monitor. That's two monitor. Yeah, we've got a monitor arm rocking in the back of the setup. Now that I know it works perfectly fine, I'm gonna start building bigger monitors. Yeah. So we're gonna start building bigger monitors, bigger stuff. A lot of crazy shit that's gonna go on this year. So I'm ending the streams this year today, guys. Thank you guys for enjoying the stream. It means a lot to me. It means the world to me that took one dead channel and brought it back to life. And we've done a lot of craziness. But a lot of the I'm just gonna say right now, two honorable mentions actually will go out to two games that I really love. The first game goes to Asura's Wrath, which I've played I think last year. Asura's Wrath is really a good game. My second game nomination goes to Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. I think Sparking Zero was a great game that came out. I think honestly if they would have just held back on the multiplayer, the game would have been great. But other than that, guys, thank you for enjoying, and Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and I will catch you guys hopefully next Saturday, this Saturday, with a great stream. Peace out, y'all.